Hey, what's good, y'all? What's good? It's Chris Mike Will, and this week in America, episode number 2. We're on episode number 2. And this week, I wanted to talk to y'all, obviously, about Black History Month and talking about Black American history. Call it that. A conversation on the internet talking about diaspora, is it for? And so that would be talking history. Also, to talk about what's all the happening. There is that everyone and a few other things. So, videos I want y'all to create and then really just get an what's happening. Also, we'll be talking about it a little bit more of the. So, without further ado, let's get to it.
I wonder why they were so intent on erasing Black history. Book bans, curriculum changes, plaque move. Well, this is why. Right, this is it. As quiet as it's kept, they weren't erasing Black history to take something away from Black people. We've always had to be the sole preservers and protectors of our own history. They were erasing Black history to take something away from everyone else. You see, Black history is America's clearest record of sustained resistance to fascism. It is the most uniquely American blueprint for how to beat fascism generation after generation. From Mosey, Florida to Mound Bayou in Mississippi to Lowndes County in Alabama, Black history can tell you point by point not just what happened, but what's going to happen and how to get out of it. If you feel like you don't know what to do right now, that's valid. But let me recommend a few good places to start. Books, podcasts, documentaries. And of course, as always, I'll be sharing that history right here, so be sure to like and follow for more.
If you're really going to be a racist, then you should be a true racist and not use anything or be involved with anything that was invented or created by blacks. Do you want a list? The ironing board, the refrigerator, the baby carriage, the shoemaking machines, the traffic signal, the incandescent light bulb, the folding mailbox, air conditioning, elevator. You want me to go on?
Before Africans come to America, we know nothing about African Americans except music videos and movies. We see the poverty, we see the violence, we see the performance, but we do not see the policy. We don't see the history. We don't see the 400 years of death.
No.
We don't know that every single right we have as African immigrants, every protection, every opportunity, every door that opens exists because African Americans bled for it. The Civil Rights Act, the voting rights, fair housing, that wasn't given, that was taken. They faced police dogs, fire hoses, bombs in churches. They were lynched for organizing, assassinated for speaking.
Right.
We benefit from it
Right.
the second we step off the plane, but we don't learn that.
Facts.
We never taught that. We arrive ignorant and call it pride. So we come to America carrying white supremacist thought, and we don't even know it. We look at African Americans and think, why can't they just work hard like us? Why are they so angry? Why don't they pull themselves up? We repeat that.
And those 3 clips right there, I wanted to highlight because they really focus on Black History Month, okay? Talks about the inventions that we have created, the stoplight, the iron board, you know, a whole kind of medical and technical discoveries, mathematics, GPS, all of that type of stuff was created via a Black American, okay? Not an immigrant or someone from the diaspora on the islands or in Africa. It was created by Black Americans. And then what the other video also talked about is why they want to erase Black history. We see Trump taking down museums, doing different things to make you not learn about Black Americans in school, and it's because it reflects American history, the struggle, the ability to survive, the ability to fight for your freedom, fight for your rights, okay? And then we got a clip talking about just in general Black history, the voting rights, the civil rights, all the activism, the resilience, the Black Wall Streets, the Tulsa, Oklahomas, the HBCUs, all of that. This is Black Americans. And when immigrants and other people came to this country, they came here off the foundation that we, my ancestors, your ancestors, Black Americans laid down. Now let's continue.
Black
black folks, I don't know any other way to say this, but you need to stay out of the way of a lot of things that are happening in this country right now that do not concern you. And there are a lot of them. There are a lot of things that are going on right now that do not concern you. They're none of your business. They're not about you. Now, there are some people out there that want to make a lot of these things about you so that they can use your voices and they can use your bodies and they can use your platforms and they can use you in all of these different ways to go fight their battles. And what I'm telling you is to resist the urge, because I promise you that these people that want so badly for you to get out there and fight these battles are not concerned with you.
Nope.
These people do not care about you. And I'm not just talking about the ICE protests. I'm talking about a lot of different things that are happening right now that a lot of people are going to want to use your voices and your talents and your skills and your platforms to speak out against, or you have to, stand firm with these group of people, or you have to stand up against ICE, or you need to do this, or you need to do whatever. Mind your black business in this era.
For all the racist fucks that keep saying they have black fatigue, I think it's time we set the record straight. You don't have black fatigue. You have history fatigue. You're tired of being reminded that black people didn't just participate in the world. They were a huge part in shaping it. Every race and every culture has benefited from the sacrifices that black people have made. The civil rights movement didn't just open doors for black Americans. It expanded freedoms for everyone. And the shameful part is black people hardly, if ever, get the credit for it. Black people aren't just in music and sports. You guys need to get out more, okay? Black people are doctors, lawyers, pilots, judges, engineers, educators, innovators, and the list goes on. They hold up systems that people rely on daily while pretending that contribution doesn't exist. And no, this isn't pandering. This is lived experience. I grew up in an all-white neighborhood with very few black people and no other Asians. And at that time, the only culture that accepted me without question was the black culture. So when people talk about a world without black people, they expose how very little they understand about the world they already live in. Without black people, you don't get a world with less noise. You get a world with less creativity.
Again, like the lady said, without black people, you don't get a world with less noise. You get a world with less creativity. People who laid these foundations, we are and should be celebrated all year. They try to condense it to 1 month. So shout out to Carter G. Woodson, took it from a week to a month. But I know what they meant. They wanted to make sure we got highlighted. And then what happened next? Black History Month led to the LGBTQAA plus History Month. It led to the Hispanic History Month, the Asian American Pacific Island History Month, Women's History Month, etc. Again, another example of black people laying the foundation for what needs to be done. So that way, not just us, but everyone involved in this country benefits off of our labor, our intellect, and our genius. And I'm talking about black history for the last 400 years, even till this day, right now. It's always happening. And like the other brothers said, staying out of protest, staying away from certain things that we have been dealing with for many years, I think is a great idea. We have to stand on our own and let others also stand on their own. ICE, all kind of demonstrations like the King's protest. I think for people who's been doing this their whole lives, it's time for us to take a step back and focus on ourselves. At one of our best periods in this country was in like the 60s, I'll say. It's when we had no one but ourselves. And I think right now is a great time to focus on that. That doesn't mean we don't care about others. That doesn't mean we have hate for others. We have ultimate love for ourselves. And as you guys all know from all these clips and videos that I'm posting right now in this video, the more black people take care of themselves, the more you all benefit. Because what we do creatively, civically, politically, economically, resistance, fighting fascism, racism, it benefits you.